Today we're going to be talking about Princess Cruises itineraries that they've just released for late 2026 into early 2027 for Hawaii, Mexico, and the California coast. We also need to talk about a cruise in 2025 that you can see the military tattoo at Edinburgh Castle that Gordon and I are going to go on. And then finally, Viking has a new ship. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Tuesday, it is December 3rd of 2024, and let's start at the very top talking about what Princess Cruises is doing for the late 2026, early 2027 cruises. Like I said, along the California coast, the Mexican Riviera, and to Hawaii. I just want to give you an idea of what some of those itineraries look like, and then we're going to talk about what Mexico is doing that I don't know if it's going to impact cruising or not. I would be surprised if they even do it. But let's talk about those itineraries first. If you want to look at going on a California coastal cruise with Princess, the different ports that they will be visiting along the way, depending on which itinerary you choose, is San Diego, of course, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Santa Barbara, Catalina Island. They'll go as far north on some of them as Seattle and Vancouver. And then if you don't leave the United States in Vancouver, you're going to have a port stop in Ensenada to meet the requirements of the Passenger Services Vessel Act. And so that's what we're looking at for the end of 26 into 2027. I used to always wonder why somebody would go on a California coastal cruise, because you can drive, around California. But you know what? I get it now. You have the lovely opportunity to sail under the Golden Gate Bridge. During the course of the season, a Princess ship is going to sail under the Golden Gate Bridge a total of 48 times with all the different itineraries. They've got 6 different unique itineraries that they're going to be doing there. And they are going to have different ships that are going to be doing it during that time frame, which is really a big deal, because sometimes they only have, like one ship doing the whole time or anything. So during the course of late 2026 into early 2027, the Coral Princess, the Crown Princess, the Discovery Princess, the Emerald Princess, the Island Princess, the Ruby Princess, and the New Star Princess, as she comes up to start her 2026 season up in Alaska, and then comes back down again in that later time in 2026 at the end of the season, will be part of that special time as well. So I think it's going to be a wonderful time to do this. Next up, we're going to talk about Hawaii and Tahiti. So Princess has cruises that leave from San Francisco or from Los Angeles. When you go, if you don't go down to Tahiti and the South Pacific down that far, you're going to end up going to Ensenada. But the ports that they visit in Hawaii are Kauai, Maui, Hilo, Honolulu, and Kona. And then on some of those itineraries, you are going to go down and go to Papeete in Tahiti, to Moorea, Pago Pago, Apia, Suva, and Ravuni Island. So that's a lot. And so I'm really excited about those itineraries. When Gordon retires, we're going to have to do one that goes clear down to the South Pacific. And I'm going to choose one that's really long so that we can take our time and see everything. And then finally, Mexico. And this will segue into what Mexico is looking at right now. So for Mexico, Princess also has departures from San Francisco and from Los Angeles, and depending on which itinerary you choose, you can visit Loreto, La Paz, Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and Manzanillo. Those are the different ports that you can visit going on a Princess cruise. They have just 3 unique itineraries going to Mexico, and so depending on what you want to see and how long you would like your cruise to be, you can choose an itinerary that works for you. Now, is it too far out to think of booking early 2027? I don't think so. because if demand stays really strong, the price for those cruises is going to go up from what they are right now. And so you would be in a better position. And if they happen to go down, then you can get the lower price. Another thing to think about is getting the cabin that you want. If you are someone that is particular at all about what cabin they have, the earlier that you're going to book is the better. So those are the things I would think about. Now, Mexico, their Congress has voted to institute a $42 tariff charge, whatever you want to call it, for every cruise passenger that comes to Mexico. Their Senate has not ratified it yet. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but everything that I have read about it talks about how much the cruise industry and all of these cruise ships coming to Mexico contributes to their economy. And on an annual basis, it is over $1 billion. And I think that's a really big deal to that country. If I had a country, it would be a big deal to me. And so I will keep you up to date on what develops new with that. But I thought it would be kind of cool in the comments. Let me know what you think about, would that be a barrier to entry for you? I don't know. It's not, $42 is not a barrier to entry for me. If I want to go on a cruise to Mexico, that's okay. At the same time, I'm one of those people that Mexico is fine. I don't necessarily need to go again. I will go again because it's fun to go. But it's just really interesting to think about. As you think about other places, they have generally historically instituted a tariff like that. Think of Venice, think of some other cities that have done that to try to decrease tourism a little bit. They've done that so that maybe some people that don't really want to go just won't go, and then their cities won't be quite as crowded. And so I don't know if Mexico is also thinking of this. But surely if they do this, I think it will impact how much money they receive in tourism every single year. So let me know what you think about that in the comments, okay? If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please hit that subscribe button? We'd love to have you with us. And if you appreciate my updates, will you please give this video a thumbs up? Thanks so very much. Now, let's talk for a minute. Last night in our live, I talked about an Azamara cruise that departs on August 13th and goes... It's called a Scotland Intensive Cruise, and it goes to Edinburgh during the time frame that the military tattoo is going on. And as an excursion, you can book that and go see the military tattoo. Well, I had looked at Princess Cruises before I chose that, and I had totally missed that Princess has one. And so thank you, Diana, that is sailing on the exact same day. And instead of going from Copenhagen to Dublin like the Azamara cruise does, it is round trip Southampton, and it is much more affordable. Now, do know that when you compare Princess and Azamara, you're not comparing apples to apples. Azamara is very nice, and it is much nicer. But at the same time, when you think of your budget, Princess is much more affordable. And so that's what I've decided to do. Now, that cruise is already sold to the point that I can't get group space. And so I'm still going to go. And I'm really excited about it. And so if you want to join us, here's the way I'm looking at it. What we'll do is, I don't anticipate a big group on this. A lot of people have their 2025 already booked, but those of us who would like to go, send me an email and I'll book you. And what we'll do is when we get on board, I'll arrange a dining time so that we can dine together, and we'll still have get-togethers and do all the fun things that we usually do when we do a group cruise. It'll just be like a group cruise, except for there's not a group officially with Princess. There are interior cabins, ocean view, balcony, mini suites still left. They are more limited than they would be if the sailing had just been released. So if you want to go, we should go ahead and book it. When I booked me today, Gordon and I, we got great onboard credit, like $600 for a balcony. And so just throwing that out there. If you want to come, send me an email. Would love to have you. Now, the excursions for that, they are really expensive to go see the military tattoo. They've got about, if I remember correctly, maybe 4 or 5 different excursions that you can sign up for. It's all for seeing the military at the same time, but the seating is different. One of them, you get to sit in the VIP section and go to a reception afterwards with the gentleman in charge of the military tattoo and have, your canapes there, and then you'll be heading back. But that one is nearly $1,000 a person. It's 9 something. There's one that's $524. It's sold out, but you could do the wait list if you want to. The one that still has availability is $700 and something. That's the one I booked. Did I ever think I would spend that much money on something like that? No, but it's on my list of things to do, and I've wanted to do it for as long as I can remember, so we're going to go ahead and do it. And so just putting that out there, it is limited with tickets to go on the military tattoo, so if you know you want to go, send me an email soon, okay, so that we can get that. Let me tell you the itinerary really quick. Like I said, it's round trip out of Southampton. First is the sea day. The next day is Cork, Ireland. That's where you go see Blarney Castle from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Next day is Dublin, Ireland, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The following day is Belfast, Ireland, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Liverpool, England is the next day, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then the next day we come into Glasgow, and we're there from 8 in the morning until 2 a.m. So we get there early in the morning. So you get there in the morning of the 19th, and it's at 2 a.m. on the 20th that we leave, so that everyone can go see the military tattoo. That's where we do it. If you look at the map, Glasgow and Edinburgh are not far apart. I think it probably takes like the most maybe an hour on the bus, but historically in the port there of Greenock for Glasgow, they always offer excursions over to Edinburgh, so that's going to be an option. And then the rest of the day on Wednesday until 2 a.m. The rest of that Wednesday is a sea day, and then on the Thursday the 21st we will be in Kirkwall in the Orkney Islands. The following day we will be in Edinburgh, which I think is great because there's so much to see in that region, so much to see. I'm already looking to see what excursion I could do earlier in the day. I know my favorite one is it goes too long, so I can't do the military tattoo and the other one, but anyway, we get a whole day in Edinburgh, then a day at sea, and then you get to go to Le Havre for Normandy, and then off the ship Monday, August 25th in Southampton. So let me know. Alrighty, so this is so cool. You know, I've been keeping a close eye on Viking lately. I watch their stock, which I should talk about one day. I think about Viking a lot. And so I thought you would like to know that, you know, they do river boats and they do ocean ships as well. And so they just got a brand new ocean vessel. It is the Viking Vela. She was built there in Fincantieri in Italy, and Viking took delivery of her exactly today on December 3rd. I am really, really excited. They have another ship that is going to be just like the Viking Vela. She is called the Viking Vesta, and she is going to be coming on board about mid-2025. There's not an official day yet, so we will wait for that. But I am really excited to see everything that Viking is doing. And I keep telling you I'm going to try Viking soon. I'm going to try Viking soon. 2025 is my goal. But I just wanted to let you know that there is so much going on with Viking, and to not count it off your list. To me, they do cost more than Princess does. They go to remarkable places in the world, and they go to places that you could go on Princess or Carnival or Norwegian or Holland America or Royal Caribbean. So there is a broad range of the different itineraries that they do. And so I just thought I would put that out there and let you know that we've got another ship to think about. So I look forward to reading your comments. Let me know what you think about what Mexico is doing. Let me know if you're interested in that cruise to see the military tattoo, because the next time I have time for that would be 2028, and I've decided that now's a good time to go. So I look forward to hearing from you all, and I will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.